Hello everybody, my name is Hellkaiser and welcome to a game called Hi-Fi Rush. This game came out last year, I think it was, and it's made by Bethesda Software and Tango Gameworks. I don't think Bethesda needs any introduction. I don't know why my phone was popping, sorry about that. But Tango Gameworks, if you didn't know, actually it came out in January this year. Hi-Fi Rush came out January 25th. But Tango Gameworks are the guys responsible for the Evil Within games, 1 and 2. Other than that, I don't think they've made anything else. I'm actually interested, so let me Google, because I love both of the Evil Within games. 2 is a really phenomenal horror game if you've never played it. Oh yeah, they also made Ghostwire Tokyo. That's the other game they developed. That's a good game too. But that's it. They've made 1, 2, 3, 4 games, and all 4 games so far have been really good. The game was announced on January 25th of this year, and it released the same day. It's kind of like a budget title. I don't know if it was being made at the same time as Ghostwire or by the same staff exactly. I just know it's done by the same development team. But I think this was just like a fun little side project for them, and Bethesda said, sure, we'll give you some budget for it. Very little, and just do what you can. And this game ended up being amazing. I played it on Xbox. I think it was available on Game Pass, and then I ended up just buying it because I really liked it, and I just didn't know if it was ever going to be on Game Pass or not, and I wanted to support it. And now I got the PC version. Now I'm back home, and I got my computer back. The game is amazing. It takes the action, hack and slash, character action, whatever the term is, from games like Devil May Cry and God of War, and combines it with a rhythm game such as Guitar Hero, BPM, Beats Per Minute, Bullets Per Minute, that's that game, Metal Hellsinger, and whatever other rhythm game, Tales of the Necrodancer, or whatever that is, those kinds of games, kind of music rhythm games. So, like, you can hit enemies, but you deal, like, more damage if you hit in time to the beat and stuff like that. And so, it's kind of a unique premise in that regard. You know, hack and slash that also has a rhythm game element. And it really is a really solid game. As you can kind of see from this opening screen, it's like old school cel-shaded graphics, kind of like a 13 and Borderlands and a couple other games out there. And I really do love the art style. It looks like a comic book. I really can't say many bad things about this game. It's only $30. And it's currently on sale as of August, what is today? August 4th, 2023. With the deluxe edition for like $28. And it's worth every penny. You just get to beat up enemies with a homemade scrap Flying V guitar. And it's not intrusive, it's not goofy, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's about 8 hours long. It's a perfect game in 2023. You know, it's hard. I know that sounds stupid to say it's a perfect game because no game is perfect, but when you think about the climate of the game industry that we live in nowadays, lots of video games don't come complete, and when they do come complete, there's problems and glitches and big chunks of the game being sold to you as DLC later, or tacked on DLCs they charge $50 for, all sorts of stuff. And this game just come out all of a sudden, very little fanfare, and if I'm not mistaken, it outsold some big release that day. I'm trying to see. I know it was very popular. It was very talked about. Reception. Does it say anything there? I'll just type in Hi-Fi Rush outsold and see what that is. It outsold Forspoken on Steam sales. This is a GameRant article from January 30th. Hi-Fi Rush continues its successful launch as the rhythm-based action game outperforms the AAA title Forspoken in Steam's sales on the platform. blah 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 blah. According to a Steam charts report of top-selling titles for the week ending January 29th, Hi-Fi Rush sits at the 8th spot on the list. Forspoken, on the other hand, which released a day before Tango's title, doesn't make it to the top 10 sellers on Steam during that week. Forspoken shipped with a $70 price tag, while Hi-Fi Rush came only at $30. Think about that. So, it outsold... I mean, let's be honest. Forspoken was not that great. It came out on my mom's birthday, and I played it, and I've never finished it. It's alright. It's not bad. It's not good. The dialogue is a little cringy, but it's all okay. But this game, when I played it, I just kind of threw Forspoken out the window and just said, heck yeah, now this is what... I play bass, and I love like punk rock and metal and thrash and hardcore music, and the soundtrack is kind of like that punkish rock soundtrack, kind of indie rock kind of sound to it. It's inoffensive, and I just really like the music to the game. I like the characters. It just felt like a breath of fresh air. And then Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation, he said something that I really agree with when he reviewed the game. He says it's a great game, I'm paraphrasing him here, but it also pisses him off because it shows that game developers know what we want, and they just refuse to give it to us. And I think that's a very fair way of looking at it. Because, you know, I like Tango Gameworks' other games. I like Ghostwire Tokyo. I thought it was great. Deathloop was okay, done by Bethesda and Arcane. PC version is glitched out of your mind and has too many problems they haven't fixed yet. But it was okay. I don't really care for that many of their games like some people do, though. But you know, they're all okay. But this is the first Bethesda game in a very long time that I've sat down and I just really enjoyed. And it's just incredible how well they can pull. It shows that they have talented people working for them to put out some good quality stuff and on a budget and still do okay. And they can outsell bigger games if they wanted to just by stealth releasing a game. It's kind of this weird story. It's like a washed-up musician coming out with an album that just smashes the charts and then fades back into obscurity. Anyway, let's take a look at the options menu. This game it's not available on PS5. It's only on Xbox Series X and PC. That means it's a proper PC port. You got the basic stuff like your Y-axis, low latency input, different things, dead zone, streamer mode, which I have on. I don't think this game has any licensed songs, but that takes them out. Basic settings, you know, nothing to write home about. Turn off that motion blur. Well, I hate how it boots you out of the settings menu. Dynamic shadows, static global illumination, foliage, depth of field. You got an NVIDIA DLSS. But this game is very well balanced without that, but that just helps things be better. I got that set to balance. Low latency. Volume controls. Latency check, which just makes sure that you're hearing the beats on time. Different font sizes. Colorblind modes. Subtitles with different backgrounds, stuff like that in case you need them. Auto action mode, which just pretty much does the fighting for you. Rhythm stuff. Visualization, I set that to 2. That's like the different ways that you can see the beat coming from the indicator on the screen. And different things like that. So a very well done PC port. Right now it's running at 157 FPS according to my thing. Now let's just go ahead and get into it. I've taken up about 10 minutes of your time so far. And another good thing is you get multiple save slots. You don't have to pay for them or only get one save slot that you have to delete your progress if you want to start over, or if you have another family member who wants to play the same bloody game and just doesn't want to have to take your save file from you. You know, like I said, the game doesn't get much wrong. Okay, you got easy mode. You have auto action mode that you can turn on. The rhythm timing is a little loose. Enemies have low health, and you take a little bit less damage. Normal, the rhythm timing is normal. You can still do the auto action mode. Everything's just normal. Then there's hard, which means everything's normal except you take a lot more damage. Then there's very hard, which means you have to be perfect with your timing with rhythm, which I'm not super great with. And enemies have high health, and you just take a lot of damage. So we're playing on normal. Also, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, I'm sorry I haven't even started the game yet. I talked for 11 minutes. I'm probably going to screw up the beat a lot. And I'm not going to be able to talk too much during the fights because I got to be listening for the beat. But most of the music I listen to, I've never learned to use a Metatron. I'm a bass player, but I just play by ear and how I feel. I've not been taught how to do anything. I haven't taken classes. I don't know how to. So, and in all my experience of the music I've played and the music I listen to, it's not like a lot of these guys use Metatrons and try to play perfectly on beat and stuff. So I'm kind of used to this sort of weird offbeat sound. I never noticed he has a pick in his hand. I actually like that. That's really good. I play with both my fingers and a pick on my bass. Welcome volunteers to Project Armstrong. That's us, by the way. The plot of this game is you sign up to get a robotic arm, something goes wrong, now you're being hunted for some reason as a defect. That is definitely me at times.
Shy, is it?
Yep.
Profession, rock star?
Future rock star.
See, you're nothing. You're not even a has-been.
Are you done?
Yes.
Whatever. Here's your Project Armstrong pass. And welcome to Vandalay campus.
Yes.
I mean, look at this game. It looks great. It's hard to tell when the cutscenes are sometimes like 2D and then they go back to being 3D. The artwork for this game is fantastic. I've not seen many games. Look at the colors. You got pink on white and red and orange and purple and blue. I love a game with bright colors. I think that I'm not just talking about it doesn't have to be a bright and cheery game. But it looks beautiful when you just are willing to open up and let the colors be wild.
Together we create better lives.
The CEO of Vandalay Technologies, Kale Vandalay.
The guy looks like a douche. He looks like Virgil if he was born. If Dante had been the one that got left behind instead of him.
Thanks to our robot enhancements, Vandalay has always been about helping those in need. You all in Project Armstrong are about to show the world just how special you can become. Now go. Get ready for a better life.
You handing out any more of those? I could use a better life at times. I'm pretty happy with my life, though. Things aren't always great, but I'm good with it.
Special pass here. I think they just called my name.
Magnetic grabber. Garbage collection is what they want me to do.
Promised me the best of the best, Mimosa.
Production asked for test subjects, Cade. Marketing delivered.
Don't pin it on Brecca. Tell that grandstander Zonzo in R&D.
We need people with influence, and you're giving me losers!
It'll work.
It better. No slip-ups. And no defense. What a piece of...
Doesn't he have a V on the back of his jacket? He is Virgil. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Ooh. That doesn't even have any anesthesia or nothing, I don't think. I hate how the loading screen looks like a fart coming out of 808's butt. That's one of my only complaints with this game. Also, yeah, I bought the deluxe pack, so I got some additional gears. That's kind of like your upgrade currency, and there's some different costumes. One of the things I'd like to remember, I can't remember, it's been a long 7 months since this game came out for me. I can't remember why Chai is wanting this robotic arm. His arm's in a sling, but is it limp? Is it, deadened? What happened to his arm? I can't remember. Maybe he's just wanting to pretend like there's something wrong with it so he can get a cool robotic arm, Johnny Silverhand style. I don't know. I'm just one of those people that, even if I thought, well, I could have cool arms like Johnny Silverhand or Adam, what was his name? Adam Jensen from Deus Ex, or anything like that, I'd say I'm pretty much good. Or Jax from Mortal Kombat. I'd rather have my own arms, They might not be perfect, but they're mine. Great. Oh, face first. I like the bass so far.
An error has occurred. Please proceed to the checkpoint.
Okay, checkpoint. Where's that? Don't worry. Probably no big deal.
As you can see, the game even works to the beat. Even your health bar and stuff works to the beat. The soundtrack to this game is fantastic.
What a great job I did stacking these boxes.
That,
Where you're looking for the exit. You saw 180 degrees behind you, lad.
that sounds familiar, that voice. And now that we're actually in game, I can't say nothing about the combat so far. Game's still running at 157 FPS. Also, I love the jump. It's not like a little hop. Even when you just tap it, I mean, it's a large jump. This game is full action video game comedy kind of stuff, I'd say. I mean, it's just what it is. It's not trying to be like, okay, a real human can't jump that far. It's just trying to be like an old PS2 game, and it's great because of that. Even the lights and stuff are moving in the machinery to the beat. Like, imagine how much work that took having to animate. All of this, like even those grabber things are clapping in time to the beat. I really do like that bass line. It's very simple, but it's catchy.
Surely we will face consequences. It has been a privilege working with all of you.
Please collect your belongings.
Yeah, time to get out of these clothes.
Man, you can see the outline of where I hit. Man, that's one heck of an impact. Just get up and walk fast. And get dressed, obviously. That happens to me all the time. This guy is just me. Except he plays electric guitar. Or at least I think it might be a Flying V bass. I saw one on eBay I've been really wanting to get. Man, he's getting head injuries.
Management fixture.
Wait, magnetic waste management?
Foreign object warning. It's like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
Ooh. Now I got a Tony Stark heart, but instead of just keeping my heart powered, it also keeps the music beat going. Now the music's kicking up. For some reason, the cutscenes are locked at 60 FPS, by the way. I just wanted to... It's not no big deal, it's just interesting. I'm going to call that a Flying V bass guitar. Okay, you got basic light attack combo. And like I said, it's just Devil May Cry. And with that, timing was D, so timing is important to your score. I can think of worse things to have for a heart.
If I'm getting this right... First, music player in my chest. Pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Second, it's powering up my new robot arm. Third, it's making everything sync up with the beat. And... this sounds ridiculous. When the music kicks in, it feels like I'm on a stage.
I like how for some reason he tore out the sleeve on his jacket, even though he didn't need to. Or I imagine he didn't need to. That arm doesn't look that much bigger than his normal arm.
All right, everyone. Ready for something wild? Whoa. Chai's here. And his attacks sync up with the music. You all want to see it in action? Let's start with a light attack. A one-beat attack that quickly connects combos. Go ahead. Try it out. Now try a combo and beat to the music.
I just did one.
This will be what perfect timing feels like.
Also, the game does give you a lot of ways to show you that you're doing it right.
One more time.
Because, as you'll see, the music notes appear over you.
Look at you.
I'm not too great at the beats.
Oh yeah!
Your attacks always land on the beat, but press the attack button exactly on the beat to give bonuses in battle. Looks like you're ready for more. Head on over.
Man, fans just flying around. You know, if I had a music player stuck in my chest powering my body, I would never be still because I always play like really fast thrash metal and stuff like that. So I would be bouncing off the walls most of the time.
This one takes 2 beats to land, so listen carefully for the beat in the middle.
I got this.
It's the notes in between that are messing with me.
All right. Now try out a heavy combo in rhythm. This is the kind of timing to aim for.
So it's one off beat.
What a pro! You got it.
Yeah, watch me never be able to do that perfectly again, because this is just the tutorial.
Is this the guy? Wow.
When I'm playing my guitar and I get really into trying to learn and play. My family says that's what I'm like. Off in another world while they're trying to get my attention, just staring at me while I look like an idiot.
That's the defect! What? No. I was just... Well, here we go.
Pick them off!
Ow. So far I've got 2. Be helpful if I had a thing to see the music beat with. D. But I'm getting S times in total. Also, let's see, is there a thing to turn off the enable all rhythm games to default to single button presses, and this is any rhythm game requiring multiple key inputs or lowering the difficulty. I think on the Xbox version you can just literally turn off all the timing things. I'm not certain of that. I don't know if that's auto action mode or whatever. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Look around for perfect timing. The world engages, move to the beat, use it for reference. I know that's what happens when I get it.
Well, that was awesome. I should probably get out of here.
Okay, now it's letting me use this. There we go. Okay, let's practice a little bit more. I screwed that up. There we go. I'm learning.
Hello, Big Monster Production Ricky here. And what's this I hear about a defect running wild in Record Zone? Anyone sees this kid running around? Record wants you to smash him. No defect.
I would have said wreck him. But maybe she says that for herself. Doesn't want her employees hogging her glory. Okay, I'm kind of getting my timings right a little bit better. See, even you can dash. Okay, frame rate went down from 140 to 100.
Hello there. Can I be of assistance?
Fridges are starting to creep me out after I played Atomic Heart.
What are you?
Vandalay Smart Fridge VASF07, but commonly known as Smidge.
Not very catchy, but
I can analyze your well-being and guide you to satisfaction. Let me indulge.
hey, no indulging.
You seem to have musical robot power. Would you like me to explain your malfunctioning abilities? So it seems your problem may be attacking enemies to the beat.
I wouldn't say it's a problem.
Attacking enemies on the beat does more damage, so I sense it is beneficial for you to do so. For some people, the beat is hard to find, like inner peace. But
Both are very hard for me to find.
your attacks always land on the beat. And since it's beneficial to attack on the beat, pressing the attack button again when your hit strikes is the perfect time.
That makes sense.
And if you need even more help, it seems you have a rhythm assist. But rather than explaining it, why don't you try it out on me?
You want me to hit you?
I can see it excites you. So please, practice your light and heavy attacks on me.
Yeah, if you've never played Atomic Heart, I think it's on sale right now too. The fridge in that game is just weird. I've seen some, what would you call, sexually promiscuous women in media and in real life and any other way that you want to try to put it. I've never seen something come on to me so rapey and so nut-jobbish as that fridge in that game. It is really... Somebody either was on a heck of a drug trip or has a really bad fetish that they wanted to get out when they made that fridge in that game. I can't go near my own fridge at home sometimes without thinking about it. I have a fridge in my office where I'm recording this right now, a little red fridge. And I look at that thing and sometimes I just give it a sideways glance thinking I'm going to see that demonic fridge come up out of somewhere. Okay, let's try it. I was going to try it my way, though. Not on beat.
You can do it.
Wow, these fridges are great. You really do know me.
I know everything about you. I look forward to our next chat.
Creepy.
Okay. I was just creepy.
Let me know if you'd like to try again.
Okay, let me try on my own. I'm mashing the X button to see it. Okay. Okay, so that trying just to look at the attack isn't helping me. Okay, that's good enough for me. I probably won't be perfect, but I'm just wanting to have some fun anyway. I like Metal Hellsinger too. If you like this game, but you would rather have your rhythm games be more like Doom, play Metal Hellsinger. It's essentially an old school boomer shooter, like kind of like Doom 2016, but with rhythm mechanics. Only thing I don't like about that game is that it is sequel baiting hard, and I don't know if you'd call it an indie game. I guess it is an indie game, but to me, especially with an indie game, you never sequel bait because you can never be certain that it's going to work out. So give your audience a complete product. Great, more bad guys.
That's the defect? Looks suspicious.
Could be. Hey! You looking for me?
Get him!
Try and catch this?
Whoa, nice try. At least I got a B that time. Is that really all of them?
And now, what am I supposed to do?
Hey! You alright? Thanks for helping my cat. Need a hand?
Oh, that's convenient. Looking to get out of here!
Well, that might be something I can handle if you...
Hey! Yelling like this is awkward! Can you speed this up?
Fine. Look, I hacked the access panel. Smack the switch and come up.
I know how to jump. Man, I will say this game is very pretty. I love the flow of his scarf. Like I said, the colors. Just when this is one of those games where you end up stopping and looking around a lot. you got the grays, but you got purples and blues and reds and yellows and stuff and green to accent the colors. You know, when you look at a lot of modern games, like, I don't mean to pause, but it's hard for me to talk and play at the same time. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4 lately, and when I played that game, I was just very I didn't like Diablo 2, the remake, I should say. I love the original Diablo 2. I still have the original manual for the game from the collector's edition. But I didn't like the new graphics. It was just so bloody dark. I couldn't see anything. I didn't like them making the Amazon go from kind of looking like a Wonder Woman clone to being very, I don't want to say ugly in the face, but very aged in the face. She looked very old and tired. And I just didn't see the point in color swapping the Crusader into a black man from a white man. I don't see why they just didn't let you customize your character like they do in Diablo Immortal and in 4. That would have been nice. You know, anybody can play whichever class they want and look however they want. That would have been an easy thing to do. But when I go back and play Diablo 2 Resurrected, I play in the old school graphics because I think they look better. I can see what's coming at me better. I think that it's a little bit crisper and clearer. I just cannot stand the new graphics. And then when I got 4, the very first dungeon, I was sitting there with my girlfriend playing it, and we both commented on how dark it was. You got the level where it's just snow in the opening, and then you go into this very dark, dingy dungeon, and the enemies are all like bone, skeletons, and then occasional demons, which are like a dark red, and they just don't, none of the colors pop. And in Diablo 3, at least the colors were a little bit more brighter. You had like the desert, and then you had the castles, and then you had kind of Tristram and stuff in the middle, the underground cathedral and all that stuff. And the colors just seemed a little bit more brighter, and because of the art style, everything showed up. But my favorite kind of game like Diablo, I think called ARPGs, is Torchlight 2. And my girlfriend and I went back and looked at the pictures. We just pulled them up on our phone of Torchlight 2 and compared it with Diablo 4. And just that game is pretty old at this point, and it still looks better because it's got that kind of cartoony art style, and it's very easy to see everything, and all the effects look wild on screen. And I really just like that. And so this game just kind of really works for me just because it is very bright. You can jump on beat. I didn't know that.
Man, Project Armstrong turned out to be a real bummer. I wanted a cool robot arm, a target on my head.
In my experience, anything that comes, I'm assuming this is free, is not worth it. There's always a catch to free stuff. Oh great, the stalker fridge.
You seem very good at dodging.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't dodge at all during that fight, fridge. Or smidge, whatever you want to be called.
It's very versatile. Apparently dodging with the beat enables up to a triple dodge, and even pulling items from far away. Dodging in the air is not only useful in fights, but also for getting to hard-to-reach places. But I know what you're thinking. Right, and heavy attacks can be chained right after a dodge.
I actually wasn't thinking about that.
Of course you were, but make sure to press the attack button right after a dodge. So how about it? Try it out on me.
Okay, well, sorry in advance.
Your hits only fill me with joy.
That is like a psycho girlfriend.
Hooray! But there's still one more move up your sleeve.
Heavy attack.
Fantastic. Now here's a refreshing beverage. I hope I was useful.
Thanks. I just love having weird fridges stalk me. That's becoming kind of a fear of mine from playing some of the games I've been playing lately. And both Atomic Heart and this game were on Game Pass, and I played them both around the same time. And both of them had stalker fridges in them.
Anyone who thinks taking a break today is getting drunk. My eyes are everywhere. Look out for suspectors.
Why does she remind me of Mr. Crowley or Crowler was his name, from Mr. Crowley's an Aussie song from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You know, just that kind of overkill, dramatic flair. You know, I kind of hateful, calling everybody slackers, like you Slifer slacker.
Hello? I'm here. Cat rescuer? You said you'd help out? Hey, this wasn't such a good idea.
Good, you made it. Down here. Alright, so I'll keep this. I saw you fight back there. I think we might be able to help each other.
I thought...
Security's all over you, which I could help you with.
Stop! Okay, whoa. That was you back there? You're a cat?
No, this is 808. She is a cat, but I built her. Look, like I was saying...
You know, I thought my music robot arm power was crazy, but this is... probably better off by myself.
Dude, listen. Vandelay's up to something, and I said I can help.
Thanks, but I'm good.
Am I supposed to be doing something here? Host synchronized.
It's not responding. What did you do?
Oh, hold on, did you just feel that? That beat? I think we got something here.
Who's back? Andy's got a friend? Thanks to 808, Chai's got a new skill up his sleeve. A beat hit. It's a timing-based bonus attack at the end of a combo. On the last hit, watch for the timing circle and press any attack button to land it.
Okay.
Talk is cheap. Let's try it out.
There we go.
There it is. Going pro. To land a beat hit, listen to the countdown or look for the two circles overlapping to nail perfect timing. Try a beat hit with your heavy combo. You're on your own with
So essentially 808 serves as like a Metatron.
This is awesome!
Beat hits are key for doing strong combos and damage. So don't forget to feel that beat.
808, was it? I think we got something going on here. Hey, so offer reconsidered, but I'm gonna borrow your cat for a little bit.
What? Why?
Hey, you wanted to help, right? Don't worry, it's just till I get out of here.
Better not run off.
I really do like this game. It has a lot of charm to it. And it's one of those games that makes you happy to play. Like, this game came out the same month as January, which was when Dead Space, the remake, came out, and Forspoken. Both of those games, especially Dead Space, which I'm not putting the game down, I love it. It's great. I'm going to record it at some point. Had a very, dark and dreary atmosphere. And Forspoken, the world was like a very dark place in very bad shape. And Dead Space, it needed no. Yeah, it's like a heart piece playing in any other game. And in Dead Space, the world is in a really bad shape. And this game just makes you feel happy. It's like Jet Set Radio or anything else, just one of those kind of laid-back, old-school games.
Wait, we were friends?
But you seem able to do a beat hit now.
Wow, you really can't read into my innermost thoughts.
Correctly activating a beat hit seems to unleash enormous power. The musically inclined may be able to just hear the countdown and attack accordingly. But a more visual solution is to wait until timing circles overlap. If you're still having trouble, you can tap the attack button every beat before the attack and still land it as well. You'll want to use this one, so I'll be your practice buddy.
And then will you quit bothering me all the time?
I know you know this one.
Now you're gonna make me do heavy, aren't
Now
you?
let's try that heavy combo again. I want to see you shine. Such energy. It gives me tingles. Please enjoy a cool and coming beverage. I'll be here if you want to practice more.
Okay, I'm just really not good on timings. Okay, that ended up being pretty good there. I guess I am a little bit better than I thought. I screwed up. There we go. I love the way the elevator goes up.
Bring it on.
Okay, I know how to do the beat hits now. Ow. I'm trying to do the jump attack. Ow. You do unlock a parry a couple levels in. But right now my only means of moving around is this very weak little dodge. Whoa. There we go. Please tell me I did pretty decent there, because I know I missed. I got a C, so I did at least 58% on the timing, so I'm not too bad off.
Looks like all of them.
Maybe things aren't so bad after all.
Okay. Remind me to ask you later how you did all that.
Like I know. Anyway, your turn. I need to get out of wherever I am.
You're in production, and the only direct exit is through quality assurance. You see it?
So many buildings. It's hard to tell.
It literally says QA Center.
The one that literally says QA Center on it.
Oh yeah, that one.
And with that way out, they're probably expecting you, so...
You had me at way out. Let's go.
I admire his enthusiasm. Okay. Same thing as anything else, like an S rank is the best. Crap. That didn't happen, ignore that.
Being cocky isn't gonna get you out of here.
The best solution is the most obvious.
That's wrong and terrible advice. You're wanted. We need to outsmart them.
Then I'll fight my way out.
Are you an idiot? That's literally the opposite of outsmarting them.
Sometimes outsmart an opponent means making them underestimate you, though. If they think you're an idiot, then they don't actually put their best foot forward to stopping you. So in some ways, that is a very sound strategy. Misdirection is one of the most important things in fighting. To all employees, Rekka here. This is an important call, so all caps this time. Kale is visiting the facility, and Rekka knows all you grimy grease hands are fixing your nuts and bolts to get things working. But Rekka wants this place shining on Armstrong Day, and someone spell check those Armstrong scanners. You hear that voice? That's the crowd cheering when those Armstrong units are pumping out to the public. And when Rekka gets her nice bonus at the end of the fiscal, Rekka will be sure to name check you all in that millisecond before Rekka kicks back and gives herself a round of applause. I like talking to some of these robots or listening in on their conversations. They're pretty funny.
Flesh. You don't even have flesh. You wouldn't know. Actually being in production, does that count that I met him? No, it doesn't. So get over it and let's fix this staircase.
In a lot of ways, this game kind of reminds me of Sunset Overdrive, that Insomniac game made for the Xbox, and it's on PC too. Okay, surely I can get to that from here. Crap. I'll figure it out. I don't want to lose that piece. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I can reach that from here, surely. Yep. Now I got another life gauge piece. 2 more and I'll be in good shape. Okay, push down. There we go.
Reminder.
That is actually really cool.
Project Armstrong Flow, a new day of the week was added. Please note on this additional day of the week, working is mandatory.
Oh, hello there again, friend.
Yeah. Hey.
I was just looking around, and it seems like the whole world seems to be moving to your musical superpowers.
You know, I was actually noticing that too.
Finding the beat is as simple as looking around. Even the environment reacts to the beat.
That doesn't help me very well. Because you're not going to be looking at the environment.
This is what those young people call being in the zone.
Maybe? Anyways, that's cool.
What's with another hint? I've spent more time talking to you this game than anything else.
I remembered something else.
Must be really important.
With everything moving to the beat, that also means Vandelay's robots. Looking at your recorded data, it seems all Vandelay security units are moving and acting to the same rhythm as you. Which means, by paying close attention, you'll know exactly when attacks will come. On the feel the beat to attack, feel the beat to dodge. Things are seeming quite simple now. Oh! I remembered something else.
Must be really.
Is this the same thing? Yes, it is.
But I was just getting to the exciting part.
I'm good, lady. Or, I don't mean to presume what you are. Sorry. Okay, I need to try to focus on looking at 808 instead of the thing on the bottom of my screen. Okay, almost worked out real well for me. Really terrible, so I'm going to stick to the one on the bottom of the screen. I seem to be able to do better with that. Okay, is there anything down here? Yes, there is. I don't think I ever saw this before. We're almost out of time. Money. It's very important to get as many gears as you can because upgrades are quite expensive. And if you want like all the combo moves and all that, you're going to have to save up for them. Again.
Oh, you look a bit tired.
I think I'm okay.
Sometimes it's best to take a rest. By that, I mean a rest combo.
Yeah, offbeat.
After a light attack hits, wait 1 beat, and then attack again with a light attack to create a new combo. You'll know when to press the beat because you'll hear a clap sound. And even better, this combo will take you and your enemies into the air. I hope you'd say that. Take my breath away.
Yeah, sure.
There we go.
That's it. Enjoy a drink. On me, of course.
That fridge kind of seems like... I'm going to use the term lady for the thing. That comes up to you at the bar, way too friendly, coming on extremely strong, and just seems like she's going to stab you to death with an ice pick, Basic Instinct style, by the time the night is through.
I think I found a shortcut.
Yeah,
There,
sure.
there are some segments of the game like this where it turns into a 2D side-scroller, which is actually kind of cool. It doesn't bother me.
It's more like a city.
Perks of being the world's leading tech company. Vandalay likes to show off. But I'm looking for what they're hiding.
Oh, you like digging up secrets. How about telling me your name?
If it took you this long to ask, you can wait a bit longer.
I'm Chai, by the way.
Shy? Alright then.
Like the T. Okay, I was trying to see if I could go up there. I don't think there's anything up there. This is very hard to climb up this thing. Okay, that's progress. I can't remember exactly my bearings on this. Okay, that looks like progress though too. So which way is progress? Okay, this is gears. There we go. Okay, that kind of floated to me pretty easily. Whoa, whoa, ooh. There we go. It is pretty good when you can get all the beats going. I still love the colors, and I can't get over them. Like I was saying, so many games nowadays are just trying to be so realistic that they wash out the colors. And this is just really bright and looks great. Production order from R&D, PGR-101, 0101, unit number 31340, over at the labs. Zanzao wants the unit out there for sale today, even though he thought of the idea yesterday. Product name expanded battery pack for Project Armstrong power units. By design, the battery is made to fail at the 6-month watermark, exactly a minute past the warranty period. Zonzo wants to put out this battery supercharger to help that. I don't know what he wants anymore. You didn't hear it from me, but all this does is mess up the charge and wear it out faster. By the way, if this thing is like a lightning rod, Zanzao doesn't want any protective covering since it looked cooler. Wear rubber gloves or something. You know, I'm honestly surprised that there's more corporations that don't just try to screw people over everywhere they can. Charge you a fee like a subscription fee to use your car and stuff. I don't think that's actually too much of a joke. I think one day it'll happen. Whoa! Ow. I touched the laser. I'm sorry. Whoa! 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 I got lasers coming at me from all directions.
Hey, cool. What's that?
I wouldn't touch that.
Ooh!
Well, you're not dead.
The opposite, actually. It feels like I'm powered up.
808 is showing me you've got a lot of energy stored up in your arm. How about letting it out?
Now you get energy in his reverb gauge to unleash special attacks. That's kind of like your devil trigger. It's not like, it's more like a judgment cut or judgment for Dante or something. You know, that final move. I know how to do it.
Please don't explode.
There we go. And then you can also get batteries to fill up your reverb gauge. Okay, we're pretty much at the end of our time here. Let me just bust open these crates here, and then we'll save. Okay, well, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you guys are enjoying this game. I know that I certainly am. It's as good as it was 7 months ago. It plays just as good as I recall. It runs perfect. And this is on a GTX 2080 with an i7 processor. So it's not like it's a ultra powerful PC. The NVIDIA DLSS works fine. Everything is running good. not really any problems whatsoever. You got lots of accessibility options and things you can do if you're not really good at the rhythm or you're not interested in that. I cannot recommend this game enough. It is so good. If you like Tango Gameworks, I think you're going to be kind of disappointed if you play this game thinking it's going to be like The Evil Within and stuff, because this game is like the complete opposite of those kinds of games. It does a 180 on that, and I love it for it. I'm sorry if I kind of talked a lot through this episode, but I enjoyed it, and I just wanted to talk about it and want to talk about some other games. I'm telling you, buy this game, support the developers, and even though Bethesda published it, maybe if they see this game already outsold Forspoken, but if they keep seeing renewed interest in this, I'm not saying make an exact sequel to this game, although I would love a sequel. But maybe this will show that there is a life out there for like a 8-hour, short but sweet, not overpriced, well-made video game. That's what people want. Like, I'm not one of these people that plays a lot of multiplayer games. I don't want a live service game. I don't want a battle pass. I don't want a season pass. I want a game that maybe has like a small deluxe edition thing with a bunch of skins in it and maybe a soundtrack to purchase, and that's it. And that's about all this game has. It has like a couple of $5 DLC costume sets available since the game launched, but that's pretty much there only, I guess, if you want to support the devs or if you want to replay the game with some different costumes. But like I said, wonderful game. Can't recommend it enough. Go out and buy this. It plays on the Steam Deck. It is verified on the Steam Deck if you're interested in it portable. And you can get it on Xbox. I don't know if it's still on Game Pass, but it might be on there if you want to try it or if you just don't have the ability to afford it right now. I get that. But check it out. It really is a good game and it's worth your time. Even if you don't like rhythm games, ignore your score. Just have fun. It really is just a fun game. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed and hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.